Hello everyone, this is Som Gaming. Hope you enjoy the content. Hello everyone, and welcome back to Manor Lords. We're here in the kingdom of Lord Dobby Dunstable, yet again. And today we actually have a lot of things to do. But before that, I have one very important thing I need to do. And I actually figured out how you can change the name of your town. Let me just quickly pause this. You come in here and then it's as simple as that. I'm going to call it Dunstable. For those who don't know, Dunstable is an actual city here in the UK. I don't really have any association to Dunstable, but I just like the way you call it, Dunstable. So, and actually our Lord is called Dobby Dunstable. I don't know if we can see it here. But yeah, on the first episode. Okay. I will leave the game paused, and for the first couple of minutes I'm going to do a quick recap. First of all, for those who don't know, this is actually part of the series, and this will be the episode 3 if I'm not mistaken. So if you missed the series and you're interested, feel free to go and check it out. What you see here is our kingdom. Last time we built our church and we established our first trade. Well, we set up our trading post. But we didn't really establish a trade yet. This is something we'll try and do today. We got our first new family because you start with 5. Now you see we have 6. And we set up our logging camp. And finally, very importantly, we hit our first winter. You see we have this nice snow here. And we're mid into January. So hopefully today we will pass the winter and we can actually get our first farm. So, what do we want to achieve here? I've got quite a few things I want to do, but the very first thing I want to start doing, I'm going to let time play now, is I want to meet all of the demands. And you see here, for my first burgage, you see here I have all of the demands with the exception of clothing stall supply. And last time we looked at that we need linen, leather, and yarn. So, this is not quite clothing, to me it's more like clothing material. And as you know, I'm kind of learning this game as I go along, and one thing I got confused by is I thought that for hides you need goats, to have goats at the back of your burgage, which is not technically true. I mean, you can get it this way, but actually you can also get it, I think, through hunting, because if you go here, you see workers hunt wild animals, producing meat and hides. So I expect that we're also getting hides, and I believe those hides can be processed in a tannery to become leather. First things first, let's have a look at our storage. Yeah, there you go. You see we have already some hides, and that shows me that we actually have a bit of an issue here. We're soon going to be out of storage. So let's aim for our first thing we want to do is update our storage. So for that, we're going to need planks and timber. So we've got someone working on timber already. And I believe I have a bit of a reserve here. So let's put a reserve of 5 instead of 10. And let's assign a family. Okay, let's assign a family and have them work on getting us some planks, and because I want to upgrade our storage house or warehouse, because soon we're going to hit a bit of a snatch here. While that's running, so we're on 11 planks at the moment. What is this? Oh, they're the bushes. While that's running, I'm going to build a tannery. So the tannery, it's a bit of a smelly business. Like, obviously you're processing hide, so I don't really want to have it in the middle of the city. Eventually I'm going to have more houses around here. So what I want to do, I would like to set up my tannery somewhere here maybe, or even up here, kind of far from, close to the storehouse, but quite far from the town itself. So let's get started. I think the tannery, this is the hunting, fisherman's. Where would the tannery be? Farming? No. Tannery. Workers tan hides to produce leather. Great. Oh, we need do I wait for the planks or... No, I think we're fine. Let's set it up here. Yeah, let's set it up here for now. And while we're on it, I'm going to build a new route that comes here and joins our main road. The way I think about it, this is like the main road. And same with this one. And these are kind of the outskirts. So, yeah, this is where the church is. I think... Where's my well? I think I'm going to move my well. Can you move the well? Demolish. You can only demolish stuff. If you can move, then there is a different different icon, right? Where is the hinge post? Because I know you can move the hinge post. One thing, it's not a criticism, but one thing that I think is when it's snowing, this game is a bit difficult to see. That's one thing. Like, you can't really see the buildings as much. I know it's trying to be realistic, which I guess it makes sense, but still. So, how do you increase time again? Alright. Let's have a look. Also, we have 56% of approval, so I expect to keep getting families. As soon as we get a family, I want to assign them to the farm. But for now, I need a builder, so... If anyone knows how often you're meant to get a family, feel free to leave a comment below. I think it's meant to be every month. Yeah, we're about to finish this month now. So hopefully... New mercenaries are available. No, I didn't get anything about a family. We'll see. You get like a warning? There we go. A new family has moved. Amazing. So they will be our farmers. I think the way it works... Winter. Sheep shearing forbidden. Become dormant. So I don't think you do anything in the winter. Deeply connected to people's lives and affect. So frequent raining. Let me see. Space to grow various crops. Works must be assigned to farmhouse. Used to employ workers on nearby fields. After the harvest, crops are transported here where farmers thresh wheat into grain. It doesn't say about seasons. Let me see if I can find the seasons. I hope people don't mind me exploring the game with you. I think I do read a bit outside of the recordings as well, but I think exploring the game with you is also kind of a bit more genuine, if you like. I don't see anything about farming. Building resources, maybe. Linen. Wheat. It doesn't say anything. Tutorials. Maybe farming will be here. Workforce. Ecosystem. Growth. Low on food. Supply and demand. Farming. Okay. Farmhouse employs families who work on the fields. The workforce is distributed proportionally in accordance with the field's set priority. When crops are growing, they absorb certain nutrients from the soil, temporarily lowering its fertility and thus diminishing yields over time. To combat this, consider changing crop types or even better, leaving the field fallow for a year. Okay. Annoying. Doesn't say much. I want the seasons. Okay. I'm going to assume that seasons and game speed. Seasons can affect the availability of resource deposits around your town and the jobs your residents can perform. You can view the current season and its effects as well as the adjust. Okay. Okay. Anyway, let's figure it out. I'm guessing that you cannot do anything in the winter. That's just my guess, purely because you can't. You just, like, it's snow. You can't really grow anything. Maybe they can sort out the... yeah, maybe they can sort out the field. Like, what's the word for it? Like, prepare the field, but I'm not too sure. By the way, soon we'll need more houses to continue being able to farm.
Come on, laddie.
Come on, laddie. Okay. Let's make this a high priority. Is someone building? No. This will leave us high, this will leave us medium. Okay. And then hopefully we'll have our tanner sooner or later. There we go. They're being built now. And once we have it, my expectation is that it will... the people will start producing stuff. And then they will... they will start producing hide. The hide will come here. And then we'll get a new market that will therefore make this. Built. Almost. We need one more plank. I could use another family. Construction finished. Okay. Let's assign a tanner. Tanner? Is that what they're called? Yeah, tanner. Okay. And show workplace. Reassign family to a different workplace. Okay, just show workplace. Fine. So, and then someone will need to... Yeah, I need to maintain one builder for now. Okay. Great. So, how are we doing with planks? What I don't know is once you hit the... Once you hit the limit, because here I'm saying, okay, I've got a limit here. Does it tell you? Does it give you like a warning? Oh, you've hit the limit. Consider, you know, changing, consider changing your workers. Or do you need to constantly keep looking at it? Let me try something. Let me say I want a limit of, I don't know. So this building will stop production if the region's resources meets or exceeds. Okay, so let's see what happens once we reach 20. I'm curious to see if you will get like a warning. It would be nice if you get a warning saying, you know, yeah, if you reach your production, consider moving your families or something. Amazing. So now we have a bigger... Oops, we have a bigger warehouse or storehouse. Resource stolen. Oh, no, okay. Yeah, okay, that's fine. How are we doing with food? We're fine. For 2 oxens. Should I assign an oxen here? Permanent livestock assignment. Does it say anything about... No. Great. Deforestation may cause nearby wild animals to migrate and wild berries to... Okay. Let me change our area as well. Limit work area. Make it here. And eventually I want to get a reforestation, but I need a few more families for that. Okay. We have our we have our first leather. If I look at my people, so this guy is transporting hides to the warehouse, I'm guessing. And then the hides will be... Yeah, the hides will be delivered. Not hides, sorry. The leathers will be delivered, and then hopefully we'll meet the demand. It's February, so I'm going to assign one family here. That means we won't have any builders. That's fine. If the field is not set to fallow, workers will plow it and sow the crop as soon as possible. Yield will increase. September will increase as it grows and is harvested in the September during the harvest season. Okay, September is harvest season. Do they do anything? Let me see. What are they going to do? They are just transporting water. Nothing. I think they don't do anything because it's... Okay, I'm going to go with the assumption they don't do anything, and I will wait until it's March, which by the way is in 7 days. Okay. While we wait, there we go. Amazing. The season is changing, which is I love. I want to start exporting things because I don't know if I need to assign someone. Allows for the import and export of goods via trade with traveling merchants, trade points, and other occupied regions. Regional wealth is the currency used for trade. When assigned, one family member travels to nearest possible destination to conduct trade, while other family members help manage the inventory. Okay, so we do need to have someone assigned if we want trade to happen. I see. So what I think I want to do, I want to sell... Let's find something that is worth selling. Let me pause for a second. Barley. These are all very cheap. Fish is quite good, and we have a lot of it, so... But we need to establish a route. Is it worth establishing it? Or is it worth doing? Yeah, I think it is worth. Okay, let's set up this. I want to leave allow traveling merchants to trade this resource in exchange for regional wealth. How do I set up a limit though? Locked because the trade rule is set to no trade. What trade rule? Because the trade rule is set to... Oh, here. Export. I want to have at least maybe 30. We'll see. If that's too low, and we'll increase it. So basically now, if it's... Yeah. But what I think I need to have someone. Otherwise, they're not going to trade with us. So I need a family assigned here. Let's assign one family and see how it goes. Okay. I do need more families though. Because... Yeah, I do need more families mainly because I need to... So what I need someone to be in the trade. I need someone to do the fishing. Oh, bandit camp was sighted. Okay. That means that bandits might come over. That would be annoying. Okay. We really need some regional wealth. Where do we build? Let's see how this looks like. Okay. Looks a bit strange. Maybe I make it face this way. New message. We have received reports of a bandit of raiders roaming the nearby lands. Should we track their steps? Yes. Where does it say the... Okay. I'll check that in a second. I like this. This is good. Then we can make them into artisans and stuff. And then here, I think I'm going to make 2 big burgage plots for... Oh, they will come in a year. Okay, we need to prepare. Oof, lots to do, lots to do. So, family join. Okay, now we have a family that just joined us again, which is amazing. So I will let them build. Yeah, so you see here. Now this family can go because I've got quite a bit of planks. And now I have 2 families building. And I definitely need a farmer now. Because we are in spring. Okay, we'll check on the farmers in a second. I really need to... Yeah, so there is someone here. There is a way to see what trade has happened. Obviously, we will have money coming in, which is good. But somewhere you can see... Currently showing total goods surplus. Surplus shows your stock minus the reserve number of goods. Goods are considered reserve when they are designated for use in construction, in production, or as part of equipment. So that means we have a lot of fuel and a lot of food. Okay. Where's our people? Heading to the farm, plowing by hand, okay. Eventually you won't need to plow by hand, I promise. Come on. So I think that's it. That's set up the trade. And then we just expect people to come over and yeah, I think that would be it. I just need to find where you see the trade. I'm pretty sure there is a... Yeah, there you go, trade. Okay, great. Let's continue. We'll check that later. Okay, let's see what's our next focus. Let's see, have we met... Yeah, amazing. We have met the demand. At some point we need to upgrade, but I'm going to just hold off for that. Because I want to make sure I have enough houses. So I will wait until they build the houses. And then I'm going to continue. So I'm going to upgrade, sorry. Got 7 timber. Cool. So they should be able to build the houses. Have they started working on the field? Yes. There we go. Cool. Does this show me the progress somewhere? Of like how percentage of it being plowed, I guess? Maybe in the farmhouse? No, I don't know. Yeah, I'm going to get a heavy plow development down the line, I'm sure for that. Okay. Have a look.
Check that doorway's width so that a cart can fit.
Alright. Where does it show the leather? Here, we have 9 leather. Okay. So we have plenty of supply. I think we'll need to continue hunting until, you know, until we run out, or until we, until we have a surplus of hides. At some point, I'll probably get the goats, because I think the goats would be a lot better than just solidly depend on the hunting. Yeah, we need to get people working in the... As soon as this get built, I'm going to put a fisherman in. But for now, we need to build the plots. The other thing we need to consider is making... we need 10. Let's hope that the regional wealth will go well. And we will get some regional wealth so we can actually... make some bows. Because we definitely need some archers. Okay. While we wait for this, let's start thinking about building our setting up our stone industry. We've got quite a bit of stone here. It's not unlimited, but it's quite a lot. I think the way I want to connect it is... Because remember, on the last episode, we said this would be our farmland. I'm going to bring a road from here down the mountain and here. And then maybe... like, what is this? Is this like a... I don't know if this would be useful or anything, but for now, let's just join it here. And maybe I can consider going through the forest. I'm not a big fan of going through the forest, but I suppose it can work. It's nice. It's yeah, you can walk through the forest here. And let's make burgage plot. I guess it would be in mining. Yeah. Workers gather stone from nearby stone deposits. So does it need to be... Does it need to be orange or not? I think it doesn't. I hope it doesn't. Maybe orange is not good. Let me see. Does it need to be built? No, that's it. Okay. I hope it doesn't need to be on top. But I'm going to set this too low for now, because I don't want to distract my builders from it. I want this to do the... I want them to do the houses first. Okay. Let's have a look. Oh, it's 4 houses that I'm building. Okay, awesome. And I think after I build these, I will be settled for a while. Because you can see we have +2, so we can accept up to 2 more families. I don't want to grow too fast. Whoa, what's going on? Are they attacking us? Oh my god. Are they attacking us or are they just passing through? Please tell me they're just passing through. Looks like they're just passing through. Okay. Yeah, I think they're just marching through. Otherwise, I think if they were raiding, we would have heard screams and stuff. I'm pretty sure when there is raiding, the whole population goes on panic mode, I guess. Okay. I hope. No, I think it's fine. I think they're probably crossing to get to this area so they can conquer it, which is a bit annoying, but what can you do? Alright. It looks like we are fine with the building. I wonder if I can find... Oh, this is the trader, right? No. Where can I see the trader? Can I, like, track them somehow? I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure. Oh, it's taking ages to plow the field by hand. Okay. Anyway, so I'm just hoping that the trade will happen eventually. And that we won't need to worry too much about it. It will just passively happen in the background. I just thought that you are able to see the trader walking. Maybe if I follow this road. No? Okay. I'll just leave it to work in the background. Right, next thing we want to do is once we get a new family coming in, they will become fishermen because I want to have a constant supply of fish. Because you see, we're getting a bit low on food actually, even if we have hunting and stuff, but we're getting a bit low on food. So I do ideally want them to be fishermen. Because, yeah. Okay, while we wait, let me talk about the plans that I have about the stone. So the reason I want stone is because I want to build my manor. Where is the manor? Yeah, I want to build my manor, which requires... is that normal stone? Or is that... yeah, is that normal stone? Or is it a cut stone? I think it's normal stone. So yeah, I want to do that because then we can get mercenaries. Ideally, not ideally. The goal is we need to do this before. Okay, so now we just have one plot left to be built, and then I'm guessing they will go and start working on the stones. And I think the idea is, what I will do is I will have them work on the stone until I get enough to build the farmland, the manor. Sorry. Okay, new month. We're into April. My guess is we will also get a new family. Amazing. So you will become fishermen. Start fishing. Why does it keep telling me I was side? Okay, I don't care. We'll deal with that down the line. For now, we have bigger problems. Okay, so let's build the stone camp. Now it's high priority. And what I want to do is, these people, I want them to have... Did they start fishing? Yeah. Okay. We joined one of them. Amazing. Still didn't get any trade going. I don't know if I'm doing something wrong here, or whether I just need to be patient. I hope it's all about being patient, but we do need to get some money as soon as possible. Okay. By the way, guys, if anyone is watching and on YouTube, please feel free to leave a comment below if the sound is fine, because I've been playing with the sound for a while now, and I've been obviously listening in afterwards and when I edit the videos, and it sounds okay to me, but I just want to make sure that the balance is good for you. Like, do you need higher volume of my voice or lower volume of the music and so on? Just let me know. Okay. Let's now move into something different. Let's go and have a look at the policies. Or I think they're called policies, I'm not sure. Cura transfer 554 from Dunstable to Tradeport. Okay. So... has any exports, Oh, apparently some export has happened. Oh, there we go. Amazing. Okay, sorry, I got distracted. So let's go to the no policies. Sorry, the development. Right. If I'm not mistaken, you get one of this for each settlement. And this is work in progress. So we need to understand. Also collect hides from traps. Okay, we need to understand which direction we want to go. This village we looked at last time, and if you missed it, you can check episode 2. We looked at the fertilities of this area, and it's actually really good. It's basically this area is built for farming. It's the only area that has an insane farming fertility. So I think focusing on farming makes a lot of sense. With twice the... So to do that, we will need to go with unlocks rye, crops, things like this. So definitely need heavy plow. Enables employing oxen at the farmhouse for significantly faster plowing of large fields, as well as bringing crops back to storage more efficiently. So, and then we also have irrigation. Dramatically lowers the amount of damage caused by droughts. And we also have fertilization, allows use of fallow field as a pasture, improving fertility restoration. There's a lot of things that we need. I think that is mainly for farming. I mean, yeah, this is farming if I'm not mistaken. I don't think this is hunting and stuff like that. We could use advanced pond keeping, doubles the maximum capacity of all shoal of fish in the region. Additionally, workers are able to cut holes in the ice of a fishing pond and use baited hooks to catch fish beneath the frozen surface. So basically we can fish in the winter. So this is good as well. Because we are focusing a bit on fishing at the moment. Yeah, but I think farming should be the way to go. What is this? Enables blacksmith to craft helmets, charcoal burning. Workers refine 1 firewood into 2 charcoal. This is good as well for fuel efficiency. Oh man, there's so much. No, I'm not going to focus on... I'm tempted to get this already, but... Yes, ships gazing on the pasture slowly. Yeah, I'm tempted to get this because... What I don't know though is once you get it, where do you find the oxen? Can you buy the oxen here? Because I think to buy oxen you need... Yeah, you can buy them here, right? Oh, but you need regional wealth. Okay, so maybe I don't get plow yet because I don't even have the... I mean, I have 2 oxen. I guess I could use already. Yeah, let's do it. What do you need for... You just need... Okay, let's do it because now is the time to do it. Otherwise, we need to wait a year. Okay. And you cannot take it back, right? Yeah, you cannot take it back. What is this? Allows use of fallow, okay. And then produces bread from flour with twice the efficiency to the communal oven. Converts all inhabitants to artisans, preventing them from being assigned to other jobs. Okay. Oh, bakery extension, so you can put a bakery at someone's house. Dramatically lowers them, okay. And then unlocks rye, crop for fields. Similar to wheat, rye can be processed into flour, but it's more resilient and therefore can be grown in places with lower fertility. That's not as relevant for us, I think, because we have amazing fertility anyway. So it's not like super required. Irrigation, I don't know. It depends how much the drought will affect us. So let's see. Basically, the focus of this area, definitely farming and whatever you can produce with farming, and I want to trade it out. And definitely fish, because we have unlimited fish here. So that's why I said I'm getting a fish policy or whatever they call development is worth doing, in my opinion. Okay, they're claiming... Yeah, I can't really do anything about that, at least for now. Where are my builders? Flattening ground. Why are they flattening the ground and not just heading to build a stone camp? Yeah, I don't know why they're not building it. I hope it's because it's far, and then eventually they will do. Okay. Ooh. I see we're getting close to the end of the episode. So what I will do, I will enable the oxen now. Okay, upgrading. Does it just do it, or I need to wait? I'll wait until it upgrades, and then once it upgrades, I think I will call it for this episode. And yeah. So what we've done, just a recap, we have built 4 new houses. We established our trade for fish, and I think we already had one already happen, which is amazing. And we also set up the hide production, the leather production, sorry. So let's wait for this thing. Oh, it's a construction, so it won't happen now because this is higher priority. Okay, yeah, that's fine. We're getting close. I'm trying to keeping each episode 40 to 45 minutes. I personally, because I also watch CPT building content creators, I find 45 is a sweet spot. I was debating 30, but I think 30 is a bit too short. But please leave a comment if you think otherwise. With that in mind, we have our first field half plowed, which is great. After we upgrade, hopefully they will do a better job, and then we'll have a better harvest next year. As always, please leave a comment below if you have any comments or any feedback about the delivery of this series. If you like the series, it really helps me if you just leave a like button, and you can also consider subscribing. But if not, that's also accepted. Hope you enjoyed this episode, and I will see you next time again in Dunstable. I will leave you with this rainy image of Dunstable above our farming hill. Thank you everyone for watching, and yeah, I will see you soon.